Hi everybody, Matt back with you. Hope you're okay and thanks for joining me again. Today I'm on the outskirts of Bradford in the woods of Cottingley, but not looking for fairies today. I'm going to have a little explore through the woods, but ultimately hope to reach Harden Grange Folly, which you'll be able to see what that is once I come across it. So let's have a wander, see what we can find. So I've been in amongst the trees for about an hour now. I haven't found the folly yet, but it doesn't matter. I'm incredibly content. It's very peaceful and beautiful here. I've heard lots of people and dogs, yet not actually seen anybody yet, which is weird. There are a myriad of paths through these trees. You can have your own path, basically. So just a reminder, in case you're not sure what a folly is, it's an ornamental building, essentially. So it doesn't really serve a purpose. We've looked at some follies before. I think possibly notably Wainhouse Tower in Halifax stands out as one. So this has the same thing. So what it looks like is a ruin, and in 1796, when it first appeared, it appears on a map just called The Ruin. And before, obviously back then there weren't all these trees here, and this building stood on top of a rock, and as you came through the valley at the bottom, it looked like there was this ruined castle up on the rocks. Now I imagine it's going to look something like a castle amongst the trees in a forest, which could be quite nice if I can find it. So I think I can just start seeing it through the trees here. In 1850, a Yorkshire poet, Robert Wilsden, wrote, "The Fastlock Tower, where ivy loves to creep, seems like the remains of some old castle keep." Okay, so here we are. This is Harden Grange Folly, formerly known as The Ruin, also at one point known as St David's Ruin. I'm not sure why. You can see just above the door here, it says BF. That stands for Benjamin Ferrand, who built this. Those are his initials, 1796. And like I said earlier, although it looks like a ruined castle, this is how it was built, what, 230 odd years ago. And you can see how it would have stood on the rocks. Look at that wonderful gate. Rocks here. It's beautiful. Shame about the ridiculous graffiti on it. You know I love graffiti, guys, with a passion. There are some things that you shouldn't not touch, really. Yeah, there's, as in the poem, the ivy creeping of it. I do love that. It's almost like a portal into another world. So I stood on those rocks looking up at it. You can kind of get an idea of what it looked like from down in the valley. It must have looked quite impressive just high on the rocks there. I've made a quick escape because all those people I said I heard voices of all descended upon it. They were all nice people, said hello, and they wanted to know what it was. I could tell them after researching this. There is something else in these woods I want to try and find, or maybe there's the next woods. Just to add to the end of this video. It probably doesn't need one on its own, and I haven't brought my trunks today. So I've now reached Wilsden, which was the next place next to Harden, and I'm walking through what's known as Goit Stock Woods, which might give you a clue as to what I'm looking for and why I'm wishing I'd packed my trunks. However, I'm going to work after this, so maybe for the best. So it's a pretty different kind of woodland to what we went through to look for the folly. Still very nice. I think most of the trees in the other woods were like fern trees. We are following the river, and obviously if you've not worked it out yet, see if we can find Goit Stock Waterfall. Look at this terrifying tree. There's no base on it, it's just hanging on by a few branches onto another tree, just swinging away. So the path is somewhat eroding away, turning into just rocks. You can just about make out in the distance a waterfall. It's certainly in a beautiful location. It reminds me of a larger version of the waterfall I go to quite often in Todmorden. Still beautiful though. Okay, there we go. Leave you at the beautiful Goit Stock Waterfall. As always, guys, just a word of warning. You know, you see me in waterfalls quite a lot. They are dangerous places, so please be careful if you're going. Really careful. Okay, a ton of dogs have now appeared, so I'm going to leave it at that.